just started a new one-step challenge with Funded Next with a 100k account. And it's been a while since I've done a series where I break down the full journey again, and I know you guys love these ones because you learn a lot from them. I think that explaining a lot of things to you is great, but showing you, the mistakes that I make or the pros I make and learning from everything in action, you get to learn something different other than just me sitting here and explaining it. So over the next course of the next few videos off of this Funded Next challenge, I will be doing just this 100k one step to a payout stage. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about why I am doing a one-step challenge. Is the one-step challenge right for you? And also, I don't think it should be one you should start off with, but I will still go through over the pros and cons to help you decide if you want to start with a one-step challenge. Now, quickly, before I go into this, I want to explain overall my current portfolio and how I'm trading. At the moment, I still have my 400k max allocation with FTMO. I also have my personal trading account as well. And more importantly, I have not done any other prop firms since, and I'm starting to do them this month moving forward. So a few months ago, I basically got denied a payout from a prop firm, a very renowned one, but unfortunately, I cannot talk about it because it's going to cause a lot of issues. And the matter of fact is, it just made me lose a little bit of hope, but it also gave me a real big reminder just to stick to the top of the prop firms. And if I get one bad experience, instead of making a lot of noise, just jog on, move on. Now, this is the same thing that happened to me when, the three major things that happened to me is when I got denied and lost 50k when all the firms shut down. Number two, FXify ended up just breaching my account and then not paying me out as well, and then just getting rid of it. So FXify is definitely a red flag. And then the third thing is just all the time, and I guess the motivation to some degree. Like, I spent all this time getting passing and getting these payouts, and then not be paid. You really get demoralized, right? But at the end of the day, the opportunities are there, and there are still a lot of good firms out there. And Funded Next, FTMO is the top two along the space, and there are actually many other good prop firms as well. This is just from my own experience. This is my own journey, and I'm sharing it with all of you guys. So let's go on to the idea of why I chose one step and then why I chose Funded Next. So the first reason is I was already funded with Funded Next, but unfortunately I had a massive losing streak. If you're aware, about 2 months ago, I literally was losing for 2 months straight. It just felt like every time I click that button, the trade would hit stop loss. And I don't know if you've ever felt that, but it gets frustrating. But I'm at this point in my career where I really understand that that's just part of the process. And not only is it part of the process, one thing I realized last year is actually 3 months throughout the year, so 3 out of 12 months, I will always have a losing period. And that's not including Christmas as well, because the Christmas is like a die-off period. And this year I plan to take December completely off to help me recalibrate for January. So that being said, I guess I really should have taken more time off when I came into this year saying I should have, but I didn't. And you know what? That's again the point of these videos and point of you guys to watch my journey, and also for hopefully be more relatable, is that we have these plans and sometimes it's a bit more difficult to stick to. Easier said than done. Number one, time just flew by and I was thinking, where should I take the time off? Number two, I was just generally had all of these funded accounts, and then I was thinking of opportunity cost as well, which maybe you guys also think of, but that's definitely something I thought of. And number three, now self-reflecting, I just generally should have took some time off because it put my FTMO accounts in drawdown, which took me this whole month to recover. And if I didn't trade those, I would actually have a very large payout now instead of trying to recover the accounts. Not only that as well, it put me in a position where I ended up having to just really slowly build the accounts again, as opposed to compounding those wins. By the way, guys, just want to quickly interrupt. This is the giveaway section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. We will pick a comment down below to win a Funded Next 25k challenge. All you have to do is comment something positive, and then you'll be randomly picked by my team. Also, don't forget to use code WChampFX in capitals to get 120% bonus when you buy your challenge with Funded Next. And this is what I mean, and I guess a really cool lesson to share with you guys is the best thing about prop firms is that you're able just to reset these challenges. Sometimes it's great to try and call out a drawdown, but the thing is, let's just say, and this is the kind of system that you have to have in your head, is that if I've had a massive losing period, I can rotate to the next account and trade those, because at least the probability of my wins incoming next is going to compound on that account that I can get paid out, if that makes sense. Account rotation is one of the number one things I believe in when it comes to prop firms and funded challenges, and it's not something you can do with personal, so I find it very interesting, but it does definitely help with overall income and also how much money you make in the markets. Which brings me on to why I picked one step challenge. So if you did or didn't know, I did 2.5 million in terms of funding within 2 months, and I got an 85k payout within 1 month, and that was spread across multiple firms. And quite a few of those challenges challenge, I'd say 30 to 40% of those challenge was actually one step. Now, the reason is that one step is a lot faster to get funded. Yes, there are drawdown restrictions. Yes, there's limitations. So a quick little update, if you did or didn't know, is, for example, with Funded Next, your overall drawdown is 10% on a two-step, but it's 6% on a one-step. So there's already a 4% difference. However, you then skipped one whole stage. Your profit target is 10% as opposed to 13% total. And when I say 13% total, what I mean is in phase one, you have to do 8%. Phase two, you have to do 5%. So 8 plus 3 would be, 8 plus 5 would be 13%. So instead of making 13%, I only have to make 10% and then I am funded. Not only that as well, it goes into what I said earlier is after this losing streak, I am starting to see that all of the markets are starting to trend in my direction and I'm going to get a nice winning period soon. I want to capitalize on that and get funded quicker and get these payouts and stack these payouts accordingly as well. So for example, my FTMO accounts are now crawling back out of break even. I'm going to secure small profits on those first just to get a payout again and get back into that mentality and get back into the groove. Then I'm going to get funded with Funded Next and then rotate these accounts. So one step really offers a great opportunity. Now, instant funding, I think there's a lot more limitations and it's not really right for me, but there is someone in our group that is actually pulled. So shout out to Jason, who's pulled out 52k worth of withdrawals just from instant funding. And that goes to show like there's no one way or, you know, that works for everyone. There's just a million ways that work and you have to find a way that works for you, because at the end of the day, $52,000 is insane. And if you have a trading system and you don't want to go through the whole two-step period or one-step period, it's completely up to you and what works for you. Then you can start drawing these payouts now and actually start getting an income from trading. Now, personally, I generally believe that everyone should be funded at least once by a two-step challenge, because you learn the game, you learn how to trade, you are disciplined, you have a mechanical system, and it makes you a better trader overall. So that being said, that's why I chose one step. That's another reason of obviously why everything can work for you guys. You just got to find out what works and what doesn't. And then going on to the next part of this video is why I chose Funded Next. Now, the number one thing I look for when it goes into a prop firm is, am I going to get paid out? The conditions don't matter to some degree. Obviously, I don't really like trailing, but I've done it before. So by the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you are interested in trading with Funded Next as well, doing your own one-step journey or two-step or instant funding, or even to try their futures as well, code WChampFX for discount on your futures challenges, and then also 120% bonus on your CFD challenges. Let's get back to the video. Not only that as well, it doesn't really matter on pricing. I don't really care about that to some degree. I don't care about the offers, but what I do care about is, am I going to get paid out? Inherently, what I've learned is I'd rather wait and understand that if there's going to be a delay or there's a guarantee that a firm is going to pay me out, as opposed to deny me or make up any excuses or just disrupt my peace, as such to speak. And Funded Next has been around for a long time and they're sitting within the top three. I don't know where they are, but they're always fighting between the top three spaces. I remember last year they were the #1 most searched at one point. Not only that, they have a $1,000 guarantee, but all of that doesn't matter to me. My main thing is am I going to get paid out? And I have the confidence that they will pay me out, and no matter how I'm trading, they will do that. Because at the moment, I am on risk with FTMO, and they generally put that on everyone sooner or later, which means I can only risk 1%, which I think is fine. It's not the end of the world. But Funded Next, I can actually force and get this one step past quickly, and then just focus on getting consistent payouts from this one step challenge. Once I've got this 100K and it's one step and it's done, I will then do a 200K, which is two step, and then I'll just rotate between my FTMO accounts, Funded Next account, personal account, and also a third account, which I have coming soon, and I'll explain that in 6 months time. So, you know, when it comes to picking a prop firm, my advice to you guys is, do you see people getting paid out? Do you actually have the confidence that they will pay you out? And more importantly, would you actually trade with those conditions? And if anything goes wrong, are you okay to accept it? Because here's the thing, if Funded Next don't pay me out, I'm not going to get upset, which I generally don't think is happening, but I'm just telling you as an example, I won't get upset because there must be a reason. They've been established, they've got futures, they literally paid so many of people that I know. There are traders I know personally who've been paid 99K, 72K, and cross 52K in payouts, like total. That's a lot of money to be paid out, and I know that they will pay me out as well. So it's definitely something you should consider, and definitely something you should think about. But also another piece of advice I would also share is that make sure you diversify. If you have 400K allocation, don't have it all with one firm. Have 100K, 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 or 200K and 200K. Just try and split it up. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Play the game and make sure you are leveraged accordingly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out all my other videos as well. Gold is looking quite nice at the moment in the background. And yeah, we've got a whole series coming through where if you want to learn how to get funded, you can apply down below for a 12-month program to learn how to get funded by FTMO or any other prop firm in the space with my program, teaching you the prop firms, prop firm secrets, my strategy, my trading strategy, rotations, and you'll have a trading coach and you'll have your own journal, and it is a 12-month program. If that sounds like something you are interested in, go and apply in the link in the description or below, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Champ out. Peace.